Hi guys, it's Dan here and I have been digital marketing freelancing for 8 months now, which means it is December 2017 and the best bit, it means it's Christmas. This month has been a brief month, specifically because obviously the Christmas holidays are coming up. That's meant that we've needed to fit in 4 weeks of work into 3 weeks, which just means working longer hours unfortunately, but it means we get a proper break for the time between Christmas and New Year. In that time we've been planning and prepping a whole load of stuff for Christmas. We've also been planning a whole load of stuff for the New Year. And if you haven't thought about your New Year campaigns yet and what marketing you want to get done in the first quarter of 2018, you need to seriously start thinking about it. Other people are going to be ahead of you on it. During that time I also did manage to have a couple of days off up in Suffolk with an old friend of mine, and that was a really nice time just to get away and not have to think about work or freelancing, and because that is the downside with this job, in that you can define periods of time when you're both working and not working, but because you are your own boss, it does mean that actually trying to make that break between trying to not be switched on and not be thinking about work means that that is a hard thing to do, and holidays and days off are the best way to do it. When I got back though, I just found myself feeling very miserable. What I find with me is, and it's not something that everyone does, is that a lot of the tensions and stresses and ups and downs of everything in life, not just in work, tend to get stored up. And it's not until you have those holiday periods, and it's not until you have those breaks where you can just consistently not do anything, is that that's when it starts to come out. And so ended up feeling very miserable when I came back just for a little period. It's one of those things which I realised that although I try and make defined periods of time for myself in order to be able to relax and chill out, but I need to have a bit more than just a few hours here or half a day here. Having proper protracted periods of time, whether that is a number of days tied together as a proper holiday, is something that I'm going to really try and make efforts to do in 2018, because taking little bits of time, as good as they are in the short term in terms of boosting your energy levels and keeping everything on track, in the long term, potentially for me, I feel like I'm storing up a problem for myself at a later date. So having said that, had a few days off, and that also means I've got a nice long week of Christmas to properly relax and recharge. Aside from the actual good bits about Christmas, i.e. food, family and friends, the week off between Christmas and New Year means I get a good head start on 2018. And that doesn't mean to say that I'm going to be sitting there and working in a traditional, literally getting the hours done, but that week I've got a number of things earmarked that I want to do in terms of setting a strategy and some milestones in 2018 as to what I want to achieve. In one of the vlogs a couple of months ago, I asked the question about how you guys out there sort of set goals for yourself and trying to work out what it is you guys want to do. That's something which I still haven't quite come to a conclusion about as to what things that I want to pursue in 2018. But A, the week off in between Christmas and New Year gives me some really good headspace to be able to do that. And secondly, it actually gives me the time to be able to map out some actions as to how to achieve those things. 2018 looks like it's going to be an incredible year, and there's already quite a few exciting things on the horizon for me. But one of the things which I need to make sure I do is actually during those next 12 months that I want to have a defined plan of what things I'm setting out to achieve. So that will all come out in future vlogs. I also want to say a big thank you. Christmas is one of those times for reflection, and at the moment it's been 8 months since I've been freelancing, but it literally doesn't feel like it. It feels like sort of literally it was maybe a month, 2 months ago that I officially sort of started doing this, and the time has absolutely flown by. Everyone has been so good and so supportive to me, so a big thank you. I hope you guys yourself have a fantastic Christmas, and I'll catch up with you all in the new year. Thanks very much.